over the mountain and through the ruck to goddamn fucking UVA we go. It is too goddamn early, and it is our annual day of brainery scan. So just like literally went through over this in the vlog yesterday, but um, I have if you're new or whatever, just checking me out for the first time, I see you, baby. Uh, I have a testicular pneumonia in my ear. It's not that. It's vestibular schwannoma. It's basically a benign tumor that is attached to the nerve inside of my ear. So they don't want to surgically remove it because the risk is bigger than the reward, blah, blah, blah. We've been doing this for a few years now, and luckily I'm in the less than 15 percentile range that it has not grown over these past few years. So we're leaving it alone, but, keeping an eye on it or whatever, and hoping that today is the same as the past few years. No changes. Knock on some wood. Knock on some Woodrow Wilson or whatever. But yeah. So it's like, almost 7:30 in the morning-ish. And, yeah. I mean, I am usually up by this time in the morning, but not functional. And I don't know that I'm functional right now, but at least I did poop before we left. And I stopped and got, a little sandwich and some hash browns and a mocha frappe. And, oh man, that mocha frappe is, that mocha frappe is everything. That shit is life. So I got a few minutes that I'm using to smoke and talk to you guys out here. And the nice thing about the appointment being this early is almost nothing at all, except for a couple things. One is that I get to get some breakfast on the way. And two, that it is going to be like 90-something degrees today. And right now, it's kind of nice and cool. Right now, it is nice and as cool as yours truly. Not really, I'm not, but it is cool out here. There's a nice little breeze, and it is much better than coming out here at 1 o'clock today when it's going to be 95 degrees of sun barreling down. So it will be nice at least that by the time it gets that goddamn hot out here, I will be well over, or at least across the mountain, or on top of the mountain, or something, and not be standing out here in a parking lot looking like I'm talking to myself. Count your blessings, or whatever Ziggy Marley said. Count your blessings, count the blessings, count the blessing. You're getting, yeah. Or was that Steven? I can't remember. But it's truth. It's truth. I really wish that the canna market would be open on what is today, Wednesday. I wish that the canna market would be open on a Wednesday morning like this so I could go re-up on my candy bars. Instead, I'm going to have to make a completely separate trip up here across the mountain later to get my candy bars. It's only on Saturday evenings to do that. So it'd be nice if we could just do it all in one trip. Get my head scanned, get me some candy bars, and, be good to go. Or whatever, though. And it's also nice that, I've got somewhere to sit my camera so I can, walk away slowly and then walk back into frame like, hello, how are you dudes? Hi. I am sorry for that close up. I am really, really sorry. But any hoot and kitten caboot, we are about 10 minutes from going and checking in. So I will come back and let you guys know if there's anything new in my head or if there's anything in my head at all. Whatever. Yikes. Come get me, Al. Come get me, Al. We'll be right back. Yeah. It is been nice knowing you, ladies and assholes. Not really. We are in between appointments. It is about 9:30, and my next appointment's not till 10:30. So I was going to wait until after the 10:30 appointment to come back and vlog again, to give you guys like results and blah 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 blah. Yeah, but we got like a whole hour to kill. Already done went and got a Sour Patch Kids watermelon Slurpee. I was looking for the Nerd Slurpee, but they didn't have it. But they did have this, and it's kind of weird. It's not great. It's not terrible either. It's about what you would think for a sour Slurpee. It's weird, but it's not too bad. It's weird, but it's not too bad. Name of my sex tape. Ah! And also, the fuck. Subject lost or whatever. Get me back in here. I can't even see the screen. That is rude. That is rude, little dude. Also, name of my sex tape is I screamed at the end of my MRI because, if you've ever had an MRI, you probably know what I'm talking about. Where, they have you lay on that hard ass table, then run you into the tube, and oh boy, I've already got a bad back and scoliosis and all that, and good, hey girl, sorry, my back hurt. I'm saying my back hurt. And then, at the end of it, she comes down there and, to her benefit, whatever, she's helping me sit back up. But you're sitting up from that position. So now not only does your back hurt, but your back has to bend to sit up. And it's just, it hurt. So I screamed, and I couldn't help it. And then I realized afterwards, I'm like, oh shit, I hope it wasn't like another patient going by. Oh my God, what are they gonna do to me in here, kind of thing. And no, it's just my back, because my back hurts. And it did. It hurt my back. My back hurt. Thank God, knock on wood, that, I don't have to do this for goodness. Sorry, I'm sorry, my eyes wander. Thank goodness, knock on wood, that I hopefully don't have to do this again for another year. Because, oh boy, coming to get these things done is kind of like going to a funeral. Nobody wants to do it, but you have to. Still better than a colonoscopy, though. Still better than the colonoscopy. That colonoscopy has left me traumatized, and I still cannot drink water. It has been almost a year and a half, and I still cannot drink water after doing that colonoscopy prep. The colonoscopy itself, piece of cake. It's hey, breathe into this little mask, 1, 2, 3, it's over, you know, piece of cake. But it's all that water and shitting, you know, the day before, and them expecting you to eat broth, drink broth for lunch. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. Cannot do it. And, you know, I don't care if they think that I have colon cancer or whatever. I am never going to do a colonoscopy again. I will never, ever do a colonoscopy again. So I will do 1,000,000 of these MRIs before I do a colonoscopy again. Back hurting and everything, you know. So much better. But, you know, I mean, it's kind of like comparing drinking a glass of water to like drinking a glass of piss. You know, one is not great, but the other, it's definitely better than the other. Unless you're into that kind of thing, which apparently some people are. And that's weird, but you know, no kink, I'm not going to kink shame, no kink shaming. I will say I am pretty sure that there's still no new growth. I mean, I can't say for sure because, you know, we'll have to wait for the results to say anything like that. But I haven't noticed any big changes to my hearing or anything like that. I did have a little bit of swelling, like right here where the tumor should be, but then that ended up just going away. So I think that was something completely unrelated. And I do still get like those flash headaches and, you know, like ringing sometimes in the ear, but that never lasts long either. And that's been going on for several years at least, since before even I began doing these MRIs. And, you know, over the last several years that we've been coming here and doing the MRIs, there hasn't been any new growth, which does actually put me in the minority, because he told us when we came and did the first one that it's only like 15% of patients with these testicular pneumonias, vestibular schwannoma, that you know, don't experience any new growth. So you know, only like 15% that don't have any new growth. And I have been apparently in that 15% these last several years, knock on wood. Yeah, so count my lucky stars, because, you know, if it grows, it's not really a threat to my life, I don't think, and I wouldn't care if it was a threat to my life, but, you know, it would be a threat to my hearing, and I definitely need that. I definitely need that. The sun is definitely out. It is starting to heat up. It's a, would you say balmy? It is a napalmy day out here. It feels like like the sun is about to go napalm. And it is only April, and it's like already 90, 95 degrees. Boy, we are in trouble. We are in fucking trouble. It is only April, and it is only halfway through April, because today is April 15th. So we are only halfway through April, and she's doing well. You know, but, you know, no, it's, you know, heating up like this already. It's not good. It's not be good. Watch, we're going to get to like July and it's going to drop down to like 18 degrees or something. You know. Shit, crazy. Well, I was going to say crazier shit has happened. Actually, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. And also, I want to apologize. I like tried to adjust the ND filter for shooting out here right now, and I cannot see. So I don't know if we are overexposed or like what is really going on here, because I can't really see the screen. So either you're welcome or I'm sorry. I guess if it's overexposed or something, then you don't have to look at my ugly ass, in which case you're welcome. It's something to that effect. You know, truth be told, I am a little bit worried about, you know, possible results and everything, but, you know, like I said, I haven't really noticed any changes in my hearing or anything like that. So all of my concerns are really just based in, you know, general anxiety of doing these things, because even when, you know, you think you're doing fine and everything, just kind of the waiting and everything, you know, you get that anxiety built up, and you know, you can't help but think about, well, what if there's new growth, and what if this, and what if that, what if there's a second one now, and you know, you can't help but think about all of that shit. And I don't think that there is, but you know, we're gonna find out here in, I guess, about 40 minutes or so. Oh boy, how you doing? All you can really say is, you know, when you do these things, is wait and see. But on a side note, yeah, you know, y'all wasn't here to hear me say this to Dad when we pulled up in here. But like I was saying, because like the parking lot was practically empty when we got in here, and I was saying, watch, by the time, you know, we get out of here, you know, watch, it's gonna be like packed in here. And like, well, let me just, oh God, I got the active track on. Let me, can I get out of the active track? You know, I'm sorry, again, I can't see the screen, so I don't really know, but you know, now the parking lot is pretty much tracked, or pretty much packed, not tracked, packed. And now the active track is back. Oh, the active track is back. Oh, how you like that, Jack? Or something. I am sorry for being so stupid. I am sorry for being so stupid. But you know, that's just kind of my whole deal. That's just kind of my whole deal. So I still got like 40 minutes. Oh man, that is one of the other bad things, you know, doing these, is just the wait between appointments, because you know, they got me in and out. They got me in and out, like, I think faster than I've ever been this morning. And so now it's just extra wait time for the follow-up appointment. And you know, there's not but so much we could do. Like I said, you know, the cattle market is only open on Saturdays, and today is Wednesday. So if the cattle market was open, I'd say, you know, oh well, let's go to the cattle market in between the appointments and find some more candy bars. But you know, obviously that's not an option, so gonna have to come back another day for that. But I do also have to worry about my battery levels. So I guess we'll go ahead and cut once again. And this time I really will wait until after the follow-up appointment, and then, you know, wrap it up, B. We'll wrap up that appointment, B. Be right back. You son of a bitch. I love you. I cannot see myself on the screen like at all now, but we are now at Mission Barbecue. Sorry, you know, I'm posting this video after the fact, so you can't come and stalk me here. I'm sorry about that, you know. Appreciate the thought, though. I appreciate the thought. Anyway, another year, no growth for another year. So pretty much we're good for another year. Then we come back next year and get my brain scanned again, and hopefully nothing again next year. And if by 2028, if there's no growth by 2028, I think she said that we're going to move to 18 months instead of 12 months. So no growth is good growth, or something like that, you know. No, that is definitely good news, because we do not want the thing in my ear to grow. We do not want bigger testicular pneumonias. I am sorry to continue making that joke. I don't know how to turn it off. I'm sorry. You just either have to stop watching my videos or live with it. But I appreciate you. I fucking appreciate you. But regardless, you know, other than, you know, well, I guess on top of the fact that they didn't find any new growth, despite having to get up at the butt crack of dawn and, you know, all of that gravy jam, it was a fairly nice trip. You know, got up, got a nice breakfast, got a nice, what do you call it, mocha fap, and a discovered Sour Patch Kids watermelon Slurpee. And, you know, then the icing on the cake is no new growth. No new growth. And we don't want to grow. We don't want to grow up. We're a, what do you call it? Vestibular schwannoma kids, you know. We don't want to grow up, or something like that. I think that's how the song goes. But at any rate, you know, you look really beautiful today. And, you know, I don't mean to sound like a queer or nothing, but I'd kind of like to make love to you tonight. I'm sorry. But you do look beautiful. I appreciate you. Anyway, thanks for, you know, follow. I wasn't talking to you. Jeebus. Anyway, thank you all for coming along with me on this journey. I appreciate you all. I love you. And I'll see you in whatever the next thing is, baby. Peace, love, and hair grease, or whatever they cease. Bye.